It's a country song. You love country.
Oh, you set me
With
up.
that had a
dude.
song. Down, the music's up loud.
Oh, it probably
it.
sounds terrible.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
so
sick
glad I
country
didn't
song.
miss it. Hey, if you're a billionaire out there, let me give you some advice from a non-billionaire. If you're a billionaire, hey, I'm gonna go even farther. If you're a millionaire out there, get yourself a hooker guy. There's people that are drug guys. There's people that are boat guys, car guys, insurance guys. Every rich guy has a guy for something. If you're a billionaire, why are you going to 2.5-star massage parlors getting handies?
Is it really
know,
only
that's just-
2.5 star?
2.5 stars on Yelp. He didn't even go to a good place, man. He went to just a strip mall, walking down the thing. He went to a place where I would go, like a nice $20 little HJ is what he paid for it. Now, if you don't know what we're talking about, Patriots owner Bob Kraft, billionaire, super rich, super well-known dude. If you type in Bob Kraft and pretty much anybody in Google searches, you'll find him with people.
Kraft mac and cheese. For those
He
confused.
got arrested or warrant out for his arrest today, and he's denying all of this, that he was involved in prostitution at a massage parlor place, not a brothel. He wasn't like going to a Motel 6 and bringing a prostitute. He literally went to an Asian massage parlor. A sting was put in place. He's busted. Now we're here, and he should have had a hooker guy. Not that getting hookers is okay. So
I'm cool
Yeah.
with it, dude. These billionaires keeping it real, acting like the rest of us. Do what you got to do, my homies. And it
you
wasn't.
gotta do it without. You just gotta think there's a better, smarter way to do this.
But is it really that bad?
It's not at all. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm saying it's something that I know. A handful of my people I know of right now, I can say have done this. That he's
Oh,
done,
shit.
and not only that, one of those people's buddies was involved in the Bellevue one, where that Cairo 7 whatever or the 950 sports radio guy got busted. You know what I'm talking about?
Brock Heward?
Yeah, whatever. No, the other guy.
I don't
The
know
dude
what
got
you're talking
busted anyway for banging strippers or hookers out in Bellevue, and he was a radio host.
about. I just.
Anyways, that's what I was getting just freaking nuts,
But
dude.
but it's weird because you're a billionaire, dude. I mean, people are on your nuts for free, right?
Or you could just be like, hey, buddy, go on Instagram really quick and message this hot 10 and be like, yeah, I'm worth $1 billion. How much to get you to come out to my yacht and give me a
Yeah.
hand job?
No,
Like,
you don't even say that. It just happens. The girl.
That's what I'm
just gonna be
saying.
all- yeah, well, you don't say it. The girl's just gonna do it because why the fuck would she not want to get in the pants of a billionaire?
Yeah,
That's
maybe
what
get
I'm
knocked
saying.
up. Maybe get knocked up. Now you have a baby
Dude,
by
that's
me.
like the
being a
lotto,
millionaire.
but I don't know, man. I don't understand. I get it. You want a hand job, but like, let's be real. Like, do you think it was a super high Asian lady at this massage place? Probably not. Like,
That's what I'm
is-
saying, he definitely could have got a way hotter chick for
Yeah.
sure.
Like, that's the concept that I never really understand. Just prostitution in general. Like, all right, you want to get your nut, obviously, okay? But to, like, do it with, you know, somebody that gets lots of people's nuts, like, that's where I'm lost at. Like, going to, like, a strip club. I've never... People think I'm some type of scumbag, but I've never been to a strip club, okay? Never been inside of one. I've been outside a couple times. Never been inside. Never got a lap dance. Not because it's not cool to have titties in your face, but to like pay to have somebody put their titties in their face when 30 minutes ago their titties were in somebody's face, like Robert Kraft, just a poor version of him. Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up this other. So this is what I was going to tell you too. So this is here's what's weird. So like when a story like this blows up, you know, billionaire NFL guy, all the people I follow, like most of the people I follow on Twitter are like NFL, NBA, like beat writers or personalities. You know, that's where
Yeah.
I get my news. One of these people, this is like the third time I've seen this. I think Adam Schefter even tweeted this, but it says there's a bigger name in the controversy that's supposed to come out. That is
What?
insane. How is I just don't get it's just yeah, it's just crazy. Also that parlor place, it's a 2.5 average rating. They have a couple 1-star reviews.
But that's probably the hand. Maybe they're just not giving good hand jobs.
Oh my.
But
dude.
like, technically, he paid for the massage. He didn't pay for the hand job. It just happened. Right?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean that's probably what you could say. Also, there's this whole thing where it could be this human trafficking stuff will start being thrown out there because it's in Florida. These people could just be fresh off of a freaking smuggle thing, which would be terrible. So that's like the other like
well, that's
weird...
what it's attached to, and that's kind of.
Oh,
sucks.
it is already attached to that. See, I didn't see all that. Third thing off of this, I was just spinning. I'm losing my mind for a second. Forgot it. Get it back. Colby, get it back. Oh, I remembered right here. Burns and I talked about the Jesse Smollett dude. Hasumeleleta, the guy from Empire, the black guy that faked his thing.
Yeah.
You weren't here, Kyle, but
I've seen details on something.
So I went back and proved that me, Ken, and Nick Miller, my buddy, when it happened, and I think I used you as the example. And I said, this headline is too good to be true. There's too much juice to this headline. It's way too, when you added the MAGA hats and white guys in there at the very end, it made it seem fishy.
Can you refresh me on the story? So he got beat up by these dudes in these hats?
Yeah, okay. So the story broke was, initially the story happened a week before this is he had a letter sent to him that was like, oh, you're gonna die, and it was like a really poor like magazine cutout like ransom type bullshit, right?
What?
And he posted it and he was like, this is what's wrong with America, you know. And so spoiler alert, the reason why he does this next part is because that didn't get enough attention according to his attackers. All right, so now fast forward, story comes out. He was 2 a.m. going to get a sub sandwich in Chicago. On his way back to his apartment, he got pushed over, knocked down, noose tied around his neck, substance thrown on him, punched in the face, but he fought back. He got back to his place, reports it to the police, right? Initial red flag immediately is 45 minutes. So by the time he got back and everything reports it, the cops get there, has the noose still on his neck, you know? And people are like, oh, he wanted to do it for evidence. It's like, no, motherfucker. If you're getting beat up in the street, the first thing you're doing is
taking
like,
that off your...
Yeah.
Dude. What?
So there's one. Number two is so the cops go so this comes out later, so you don't know this part yet. The story comes out, the headline I told you, but then it comes out that when he goes there with the cops, he goes, hey, good thing this security camera caught me. And the cops thought that was weird. Like, all right, again, Kyle, you're walking home and we'll flip the script. Two black dudes beat the crap out of you in the middle of the night, put a noose around your neck. Tell me the first time that you get off the ground and fight back, you're like, oh shit, there's a camera right there on this bank. So
well, he sounds fucking retarded. They would look into that situation regardless.
Yeah, okay. So there's red flag, I think 2, maybe 3 at that point with the headline. And then 4, which I called this right from the get-go. I said that, so he said that these people called him the gay Empire guy because he's gay on the show Empire, the black gay Empire guy. But then he said that there were white dudes wearing Make America Great Again hats. And I immediately thought to Ken, and I'm like, there's no fucking way that these guys watch the show Empire. There's zero crossover in that Trump loving audience to watch a black show. It's just not a crossover.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's 5. Number 6 was, why was he getting a sub sandwich at 2 a.m. and not just getting Uber Eats? 7 happens. Oh, okay. So now that all happens, right? And then he starts calling people out for saying that he's lying and all this. Then he goes on stage at like this concert that he's doing, and he says, this is a quote, and I fought back. I'm like the black gay Tupac, is what he called himself.
What?
And so when he says that, I immediately again start being like, all right, he's spinning now. Something else is going to come out. He's going to go on some talk show, and it's going to be why he gets exposed. Sure enough, 2 days later, Good Morning America breaks down crying. I don't know why people think I could make something like this up. It's so, if you make something like this up, you're crazy. And then as everything starts unwinding, he says 100% these people in the surveillance video are his attackers. And then the cops like put together more footage. They're like, these are 2 Nigerian black guys. Oh, turns out they're also extras on the show. Oh,
what?
Turns out they also are your friends. He follows them on Instagram.
Oh my
God.
Oh, that's right. No, I've seen the picture of the dudes.
Yeah, these guys are like his personal trainers and stuff.
But they had Make America Great hats on?
He paid them money to get the noose at the hardware store, the rope to make a noose, the bleach, the hats, and the ski masks. They bought it all at the same place on security camera, laughing and joking the whole time. Then like witnesses come out, they're like, no, we saw these guys like with him a couple days before in the apartment. It's like they staged the attack. He paid them in a check, not cash, not Venmo, not cryptocurrency. He literally wrote a check that said "beat my ass." Like he didn't write that, but anyway, so that's insane. Where we are now. And now he's fired from the show. Technically not yet, but they removed him from like his final scenes.
Yeah.
And it also came out the Chicago police captain, he said that it was because he wasn't happy with his Empire salary. So he was trying to get some more buzz around him. So I guess, hey, you got to create some buzz. It worked. Just the wrong buzz, dude.
But, like, you're in a good, at least a better position than most people. Then you just fucking ruin it, like, with some just wild-ass plan.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's like, oh, yeah.
What sucks is it's just, like, regardless of, you know, if it was fake or not, there's probably so many people that are just, like, choking on their own words. But then they say, like, but, yeah, this still happens all the time in America, you know?
Well, yeah, it's a terrible situation for so many ways, just because like now you can blame the media for like running with it. A lot of politicians like backed him up and now have to come out and be like, oh, we were like,
they don't though. The thing is they don't.
No, but that's the thing is they all jumped on it immediately when it was popular because it was trending because of what he said. And then it's just like, it just creates this divide that we'll always have now in America where and then like, it's the same thing for like when people do fake rape. And like, oh, this guy, like Chris Brown raped me. And he's like, I wasn't even with this girl, right?
Yeah.
But the media still says Chris Brown accused of rape, and that's the story they run for the day.
Exactly.
So it gives discredit to people who actually get raped because now every time you have to be like, wait, is it really? Like, did this guy really get jumped by two dudes, or is he pulling a Jesse trying to get publicity? Like, it's just a weird situation.
But we called it. So how did they catch the two black dudes?
So the surveillance video, it seemed like almost like the cops baited him. The surveillance video came out. They were heads down, kind of walking in these coats that were pretty noticeable.
And he said they were white people?
Yeah, yeah. And Jesse said this is 100% the guys who attacked him. He remembers like the jackets or whatever and all that stuff. And they're like, okay, well, we'll try and find him. But they obviously knew who they were, but they wanted to catch him saying 100% these are the guys.
Yeah.
Because that's the quote is he said 100% these are the guys who attacked me. And then they were like, ha ha.
Dude, this dude must be retarded. Like, would he not know? Like, did he, like, if you're going to set something up like that, would you not think to, like take it way more serious? Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
There's so many things. So, like, there's so many, like, jokes out there, too. And, like, my favorite joke that came out was, like, so he returns to his apartment with the noose on his neck and whatnot, but he still had his sub sandwich like around his, you know, you carry a bag in his hand. And the guy was like, whoa, in the whole battle of this fight for your life, you didn't drop your sub sandwich? What the fuck?
Dude, he must have been just fucking blasted. He just probably like, they probably joked about getting all this stuff and then they just got annihilated, like drunk. And we're like, fuck yeah, let's execute this. Like, you know how hard it is to not get caught doing that? I want to try and do something like that one day and do it the right way.
Well, that's what I was going to say is I feel like it's easy to say like, okay, I would get away with this. So it sucks that I've already had this conversation because I was like, all right, well, first things first, you need to get a burner phone. Then I started thinking about it. It's like, well, where the fuck do you get a burner phone that doesn't have a camera nowadays?
Yeah.
Like, if I went to a Walmart 9 towns away to get like a pay-as-you-go burner phone, I'm going to be caught on some camera somewhere walking into this Walmart and buying it.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly. Like there's so many cameras and everything everywhere that like even to kill somebody, I've thought about it multiple times, to like kill somebody and get away with it would be so difficult that it just is like made me not want to do it at all.
I don't think you could do it nowadays. Yeah. Oh, I mean, you obviously could, but I think it would be so much harder.
Yeah, but it's just like you can't, like, if I go to Fred Meyer right now and come back, I'm gonna be caught on like 4 cameras, you know.
And so your cell phone's tracking you probably illegally, where they can ping your location and whatnot. And then let's say your car radio, like XM probably has something built in there to like, oh, this is where he actually was. Well, your car has like a GPS in it.
Yeah, what I would do is I would do a 3-hour live stream, pre-recorded live
Nice.
stream, and that would be going on the internet. Okay, so that's my alibi right there for 3 hours. Is it's a pre-recorded live stream, but the viewers think it's live. There's no way you'd be able to tell, because once I killed it on OBS and deleted it, and then destroyed my hard drive, then nobody would ever know that.
But do you think it would be fishy if the cops showed up and now you have a new hard drive?
It doesn't matter. It would be fishy. I mean,
there's no proof. I see what you're saying.
They would be fishy, but you can't. If the evidence is completely destroyed, they wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, there's probably some digital forensic guys who maybe could tell that it's not a true live stream, maybe. But when you're doing it on OBS, and if I'm just playing a video here, then I don't think you could tell from the viewing standpoint. So I could be like, look, I was in my room live streaming. What the fuck?
I don't think you could either, because if you could play the video on your desktop and just be streaming from your desktop and be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Now, the other issue is, like, I would have to be able to leave my house and be seen on no cameras. Therefore, I can't take, my cell phone has to stay here. My truck has to stay here.
So now where's your car? What are you getting?
Yeah, I would need a burner vehicle, but I would most likely just have to do it on foot.
So here's the problem. So your house, you have cameras at your gate, right?
Yeah.
So now your burner vehicle. So what you're gonna have to do is see. Once again, you're fucked with your phone. I was gonna say at some point you got to go on.
Oh, you can't fuck with your phone. No, you don't.
No,
you just don't have a phone.
But I'm saying at some, like, I'm going back a step. So to get this burner vehicle for you, you have to get out of your neighborhood at some point, and you can't ever bring that car in because you have the cameras, right? So now you're talking about.
But let's think about this though. I would just have to keep them off of my track. Like, it's not like, so if somebody got murdered in Maple Valley, it's not like they would be like, oh, that was Kyle, Like, I would just have to make sure, like, I would set up my alibi, and my alibi would be me streaming, but that's if I fuck up along the way, and they're I see. Oh, we see him, like, this is a suspect. But the hardest thing is, luckily, I've never been arrested or anything. Never been fingerprinted. My DNA
haven't been to the dentist in a while.
Yeah, my DNA is not anywhere on Ancestry.com or anything. Because obviously, you can't kill somebody without leaving DNA at the scene.
Will you pause for a second? Isn't that so crazy that people don't realize that Ancestry.com is literally just a government thing that they're tracking all your fucking DNA? You guys are stupid. If you're doing 23andMe to find out where you're from, you just put your freaking stuff into the government database, you morons.
That's what Rachel got me for Christmas. I'm like, I just don't want to fuck up my whole family. Like, what if I figure out my dad's not my dad? But it's just difficult. You need to just figure out how to, like, remotely kill somebody.
Okay, now we're talking. Okay, but hold on, we got to go back still. I'm still struggling with a few issues here. One, we don't have a burner car. I can't think of a way we can get a car off Craigslist without somehow contacting the guy first and bringing it through a camera or something, right? So now I'm thinking we got to learn how to jack a car and steal a car.
You can talk to somebody. Well, yeah. So if you go to you
see what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna have to learn how to jack a car and then steal it and then park it in the woods for like 3 months. So it's forgotten about.
You can go buy an iPad from far away, like an Oregon Best Buy. You don't got to pay taxes. Then you go to a Starbucks and use their Wi-Fi to contact the person with the car. $500 cash only. And as long as, and then you can just bullshit on the like the selling thing.
So you'd have to grow. It's just still though. Like, okay, what are the odds that they find out this car was registered in Oregon and they track it back? The guy said he sold it this day, and then they say, oh, contacted was made from somewhere.
Well, when you meet the dude, you have to be in disguise.
Yeah, for sure. And when you buy the iPad, you have to be in disguise.
Or you just kill him.
There you go. That's the guy you kill. Problem fucking solved.
You got to eliminate all the loose ends. Yeah, it's just hard. I mean, like I said, I've been thinking about killing somebody for a long time, and I feel like we've talked about killing people before.
I feel like we need to mention this is just this is all hypothetical, people.
Yeah,
we're not killing anybody.
Speaking of killing, what did Burn say he had to do?
He had to go to meet with his wedding planner.
That's stupid, dude. He's just wasting money.
I feel like he's smart enough though that he'll probably be the type of guy that's like, DJ, $8,000, screw that, I'll put an iPod on.
Yeah.
Let's ask him. I bet you he does that.
But the thing is, like, what if, like, that's Burns, but what about his girl?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm so glad I don't have to have girls because I don't have to pay for weddings.
Oh, great. I'm screwed.
Well, that's just one. What if I had 3 girls? That's 3 weddings that I'm fucked for.
Man, now I'm just thinking about murder. That's not
Yeah.
good. I had something else I saw on Twitter before I lose this. All right, so I'm gonna catch you up on something else. Have you heard about the dude that like went on top of Reddit basically for like exposing how child porn rings were like living in YouTube comments basically?
I saw something about that.
It's a super long video. I couldn't make it past 2 minutes. I thought something was weird about the redhead dude. I didn't like how he explained stuff. Anyway, so the video went super viral. The dude milks it for like 7 more live streams and whatnot to like talk more about it. And he's getting all these advertisers to pull out again.
Yeah.
Just like Adpocalypse 2. So YouTube has to do something about it. And they are like finding ways to like for kid content to try and not monetize it, basically. Like if stuff's bad. Like that's
shit.
just that's like their way to do it, right? So this is a double combo we can have here. So this girl name is Jessica Bellinger, verified person. And this is what her tweet says. And by the way, this tweet is super viral, blown up because, like I said, this will be a 2-part combo. My 5-year-old son does gymnastics and is happy, sweet, confident boy. YouTube. So she's like saying, my 5-year-old son, : that's what she says. YouTube, not advertiser friendly. And she wrote, this happened yesterday. I find the timing on this very disheartening from the YouTube community. There's a video of all of her videos of her 5-year-old son demonetized, right? So turns out YouTube says this back. I'm gonna go back to this in a sec. YouTube says, hi there. For a reference, over the past few days, we've taken a number of actions to better protect the YouTube community from content that endangers minors. And then it says that with regard to the actions we found on your videos, even if your video is suitable for advertisers, inappropriate comments could result in your video receiving limited or no ads.
That's crazy.
So they're blocking, like, if you can't control your comment section, that's crazy. So people are obviously upset about that. That's scary, especially if you're someone like...
You can't control your comment section. It's...
Ever. Well, look at how many comments you probably used to get, right?
You just got to...
It's impossible.
They're just going to have to disable them. But she monetizes her kid doing gymnastics?
So that is... This is why I said it's a 2-part combo. So now that tweet that girl has 15, 16,000 likes, a lot of probably ton of engagements here and there. But the one that has more is this girl that said, pretty sad she can't monetize her 5-year-old son anymore, ... And that's where people are like, holy shit, you're right. Like all these people are like, I never thought of, like, I didn't read between the lines here. Like this girl is literally, she says, does gymnastics and is happy, right? So as a parent myself, if my daughter was 2 and was happy doing something, I would be happy with her still doing that. I wouldn't go on Twitter and be like, oh, fuck, I can't make money off
I can't make money off of my son's, right? My son's gymnastic videos? Huh.
So then it comes out that, like, so people are like going through all the weird stuff that like this family does. And they so they sell this for $24. It's a t-shirt with like their family picture on it that you can just buy.
What?
I'm not making this up, dude. That's real. So now it's like, here's the picture. You can buy the family picture for $5.
Why?
I see this is like
creepy.
So that's why I'm saying, like, this is just a 2-part thing, because at one point you had these people being like, oh no, that is scary. That is bad for like if advertisers can't do it because comments, blah, blah, blah. But then like, it's almost like they got like smacked in the face and was like, wake up, like, hold on, think outside the box here for a second. This girl is complaining because she can't monetize her 5-year-old anymore.
Yeah.
Like, there's something wrong with that. That's way more wrong than people losing ads on a 5-year-old gymnastic video.
Well, it's just like there's just like no control over the internet. Like even like the kid that just makes like the Ryan's Toys or whatever, and he makes those videos and they just make an absolute killing. Like the dude it's full fucking blown work that's put on him by his parents. What is important to that kid? Like He's not doing, like, imagine, how old is he? Like 8, 7?
I don't even know.
Imagine being that age when you're just like, hey, I'm going to go play. And the parents are like, you need to fucking make a video right here now. It's like, you know that shit happens. There's no way that a kid like that just literally wants to do nothing like that. There's so much pressure from his parents. 100%.
Take your oldest son. Imagine if you had every day you had to make him sit down for an hour and like record something. At some point he'd be like, "Dad, no, I'm not doing this."
Yeah, like he's like, there's sometimes there's some lots of times he just wants to do like other stuff, even if he really likes watching me play, some game. There are days where he's like, I don't want to watch you, like, go play this, or like, I want to go do this. Like he loves playing with like the neighbor girl, but some days like she comes over and he's like, no thanks, like.
Or think about like even like something that's 1 or 2 times a week, like sports, and like kids sometimes will be like, I don't want to go to t-ball today. Yeah, you have to. We already paid for it. It's like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking weird.
It's just weird. Like I feel like we always talk about this. Well, we talked about how your Facebook page, like your comments on your Facebook page are like, oh,
dude, they're starting to get me in trouble. There's super random posts that will just get flagged, and I'm like, what in the fuck? Like the transgender man lady, like she made a rap video,
yeah,
and like called herself like the tranny rap god.
It was actually a pretty good video.
Yeah, I didn't even really watch it, but I posted it. Nothing negative at all. It wasn't like, look at this fucking transsexual. Like, nothing negative. And it was monetized through Facebook's instant article system, but it got flagged for hate speech.
This is just crazy.
It did. I don't know if is tranny hate speech. It did say tranny in the title, but that's what she called, or it called itself.
Well, I think it's one of those things you could probably explain yourself, but there's no win.
But when somebody says, when it's titled,
I don't think people like that word anymore. I'm pretty sure.
And she was self-proclaimed the tranny rap god or something like that.
And I think that people would argue that it's like the R, like not the R word. I was gonna say retard, but I was trying to think of another example. That's not a good example, people. Yeah. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah. Well, that's what I don't know.
Midget.
When I went back and it said tranny in the title, I didn't title it or anything. Somebody else did. But then I'm like, oh, that might be one of those key words that are like the community doesn't like that, even though at one point it was okay.
Yeah, midget. I think that's a good example.
Yeah. No, little people. But speaking of like just shitty social media platforms, I got a YouTube strike.
Oh no, another one?
It was like last week. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what? And apparently, which I never do like challenges or anything, there was a video where somebody, on Omegle, and a fan did something like something crazy, and it got flagged for being like not inappropriate, but a like to do like internet challenges that are harmful to yourself, and I was like, well, what the fuck? It was from 4 years ago, like, because they changed their terms of service, and apparently that video went against their new terms of service. So
yeah, remember like the Bird Box challenge people were doing? That's like when they put the new rules in because people were like doing it in the street because people are idiots.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like it's just so clueless. I mean, it's like,
well, that's like you've seen about like the conspiracy stuff, right? Like conspiracy stuff, you can't post about it anymore, but people are like, what if you're like educating people on like why? But again, let me clarify something here. All these people that are like this, your strike's different, but like the people who are like, oh, I'm trying to educate people on why this conspiracy theory isn't true, and now I can't get it monetized.
Yeah.
If your passion is to try and teach people that something's not true, then post it still. Nothing is going to, it affects your bottom line, technically. But if you're trying to be like I'm here to teach people, then you can't complain when you don't make $40-$50 on your video.
Yeah. No, I'm over it. I've already, like, pretty much my main focus is going to be the Beersy stuff and the game stuff. I don't really post to my Facebook page anymore just because I'm like, well, I don't want to fucking post something. Like, I've posted something, like, there's been 20 million views on a video, and then I post it, and it gets hit with terms of service shit. So I'm just like, I'm just fucking over it. Some dude sent me a message today on Instagram. He's like, did you retire? I'm like, Like, kind of what does that mean? Like, you know, like, because I don't post videos anymore. Is that like what retirement is? Like, I don't know. It's just funky. Just funky. I'm just gonna talk to my Asian lady, send me tons of beersies, hopefully sell it in a couple years, and then ride off in the sunset. Oh yeah, if you're listening in Australia, Atlas Empires is available to you as of right now. Cool.
Sorry, I'm looking something up really quick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm tough in this. I got the shit burning a hole in my stomach. I just drank an amino. It was lacing me up. We're at 30 minutes.
I just drank one too.
Should we call it good at 30? Rachel's been gone for the last day and a half. She should be rolling up here any second.
No, we're gonna we can't go 30. We gotta go at least 40.
Deal.
Can't leave the people down. I was trying to look something up really quick on this. I saw like this YouTube video the other day. I wanted to show it to you because it was just the most it was the most like, I can't even think of the word, like, you know, when someone doesn't realize that I'm completely blanking. My brain just went to mush. Like oblivious, but the word's not oblivious. It's like when you are out of touch.
Naive?
Like this. Yeah, no, but worse. It's like when let's say I didn't realize everyone hated me for like one reason, but I kept doing it.
I think it's just oblivious.
Yeah, and then so this girl like posted, this Twitch streamer like posted this video about like why certain content like isn't free, but then like begged for donations, and it was just like the most not hypocritical and like oblivious at the same time is what the word is. I'm gonna make a word right now. Is the word. Anyway, I wanted to show you the video because it was so funny because she's just like going off, and then at the very end is just like, oh wow, thanks for the donation. Everyone who donates keeps like us going. Like we need donations to sustain everything. And it's like, wait, you can't do both.
So what was her argument?
She was saying like why stuff should be free, like why certain content like should be free, and she hates like paywalls and stuff. And then immediately it was like, we need donations to sustain like this stuff.
Dude, I saw this Twitch streamer girl who was like, she had an interview with Unilad. I forget what her name is. She's pretty big following, but just pretty much going off to Unilad how like it's so much different for girl streamers. Like if you're a girl streamer, you just can't game. Like lots of inappropriate people are saying shit. And then it's like, I go to her Instagram, and so her thing was like, we're not just like sex objects. And then her Instagram is literally like pictures of her barely covering her pussy with her finger. And
yeah, that's this girl. I got it right here.
What's her name again?
I think it's this one. Does she have a bunch of tattoos?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says Twitch streamer exposes toxic gamers for sexist comments. The gamer girl with game over tattooed across the back of her legs.
Oh yeah, that's her.
Hila? Hylia. What would you?
H.
Hila?
Yeah, something like that.
Feckies. Anyway,
I think it's Fox.
Fox. Yeah, you're right. So I'm on her.
Yeah, look at her Instagram. It's
her
like
third Instagram picture. I'm surprised it's even up.
So she completely sexualizes herself and then complains about it. It's just fucking stupid, dude.
Dude, this picture you like. So she's got a. Dude, you can't post this on the internet and then.
What's her name again?
Hylia FAWKES. So for the people listening at home, the fifth picture on her Instagram is a standard thin whale tail G-string, right? You can see it on the front,
what the
a little
fuck?
tail. No, keep going, Kyle. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go to the 13th photo. So when I say standard whale tail, I mean you can see little tip, little top. That's a whale tail. Go to pic 13 here. You don't even see the string, man. That's a butt crack.
Yeah.
If you take your hands and went top bottom, that's a butt crack.
Dude,
how's that allowed?
Some of these you like see through her stuff and see her nipple. Like this is insane. You know, like this one you could see like her thong is basically like just covering the inside slit of her taint.
So what we're saying, yeah, go like 50 down. There's
all
one
of them
in the white. Like, okay, so what we're saying, nothing wrong with this. Put it on Instagram if you're not going to get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. That's fine. Don't care. But you can't go and have a thing where you say that it's toxic because of people think that girls can't do this unless they're whatever. Because look what you're posting, man.
Look at her second. Go scroll all the way down and look at her second picture. It's just fucking. It's just her spread assing at the camera, and then she goes and gets interviewed like she's a fucking victim of something. It's just so stupid. Hey, she's from Australia though. I wonder if she has Australian following. Atlas Empires Australia.
I just can't. I just can't get behind somebody who will go and do one thing and then come back and complain about it. It's like someone who goes and gets 5 speeding tickets and then tries to come petition that you need to lower the speed limit. It's like, hey, motherfucker, look what your track record is, man. Get out of here. All right, so what's funny on related recommended comments or content on this, Unilad? It says, here's number 5 is these inspiring pictures show what the top athletes look like without clothes. Number 4, Black China's bum collapses after years of implants. Number 3, Ariel Winter poses topless to raise breast reduction surgery awareness. Number 2, world hottest teacher becomes internet sensation after video goes viral. We posted that one. But number 1, cheating girlfriend Snapchat's boyfriend accompanied by his brother. Number 1 related content, baby. For those of you who don't know, a little history lesson. Kyle, myself, and my buddy Andy created that article from scratch.
Out of our ass.
And it is still the most popular recommended thing on this website that still gets probably millions of views a day.
And we ain't monetizing. So I'm looking at this girl's Patreon. Patron. Yes. Look at this. So don't over-sexualize her. She just wants to game, okay? Level 2, monthly Patreon set. Photo set, 20 to 30 images exclusive to each month. This set includes a full strip tease from lingerie to complete nude. The set link for Dropbox will be sent via Patreon message within 48 hours of the payment process. She's fucking selling pictures and strip teases to her fans who are most likely like not 18. And then level 3, let's see.
I want to read while you're looking at that. Well, it says, this is what she said. Hold on. I want to get the exact quote.
They're literally fucking retarded, man. I know that's not the right word to use, but how are you going to interview and say it's not fair and you say you're over-sexualized when you are over-sexualizing yourself? Just fucking idiots, man. Fucking emo bitch.
I just don't get like
Oh, here's her gaming okay,
Oh, she called out Face Sensor. I didn't know that. She said, I noticed Face Sensor has similar photos to do what I do. He's exposed.
Hold on, this fuck has called me multiple times. Let me see. Hello?
Hi, how are you? This is Angela from the warranty department. The reason I'm calling is to remind you that we sent you a final warranty notice in the mail, letting you know that the warranty on your vehicle has expired.
Let it
and
go
this
real
is the
quick.
final call for you to renew before we close the file. So would you like to hear your options about getting back under coverage?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Well, I just need to ask you a few questions to see if we can still get you qualified. Do you have less than 150,000 miles on the car?
Yes.
Well, that's excellent to hear because it is always great to have peace of mind with a warranty for your vehicle. So may I transfer you over to a specialist so that they can go over those options with you?
Yes.
Thank you. Please hold.
Dude, somebody got me yesterday with some fucking wild one. It's like... Oh, wait.
Hi, this is John Delane with the warranty department. May I please have you verify the year and model of the vehicle?
What vehicle?
Yeah, is this Kyle? Should be your F-150 2012.
Oh, jeez,
Yep.
that's old.
That's me.
All right. Welcome, sir. You have the right building. And how many miles do you think that has, just approximately?
Off the top of my head, I think it has 32,000.
That's it on the 2012?
Yeah, new engine rebuild.
Yeah, no, it's only when I pull in my trailer or whatever, and I'm usually just driving my commuter Bentley.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool. All right, man. Well, thank you for your time.
Wait, what's wrong? What?
Your commuter Bentley?
Well, no. Are we not getting?
I don't know. Was that being...
Facetious?
Well, I mean, if you do want to hear it, yeah, I mean, I'll still get you to a Ford warranty specialist. And then are you at a current zip code? It's 98354.
Say no.
Mine?
Yeah, you're in Milton, Washington.
Oh. Yeah, no. That was I lived there like 8 years ago, back when I was poor.
Oh. Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh man, dude,
They're
those
so
guys are-
fucking dumb, man.
they've been calling me for forever.
I've been getting calls on this F-150. I don't know what fucking list I'm on, but I literally get 6 calls a week asking for insurance on my F-150. Like, Rachel just pulled up. Like, doesn't a dude like that just feel like why would you work that job? So you can harass people? Colby dipped out if you cannot see. But Rachel actually just pulled up. She's been gone for the last couple of days. So, without further ado, enjoy your Friday. Colby's party for his wife, her 30th birthday is tonight. And, yeah. I'm saying bye. Rachel just pulled up.
FedEx was here. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, we make the title "Billionaires Shouldn't Buy Hookers."
Yep. Deal. All right, Rachel's here. Gotta go. Love you guys. Fuck Burns.